They're silent, loyal, and some of the most valuable assets on the battlefield, military dogs. But how did they earn their place in history? And what exactly makes a war dog so powerful in modern warfare? Let's rewind. Dogs have been used in warfare for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans all employed dogs as guards, messengers, and even frontline attackers. In medieval Europe, armored dogs charged into battle alongside knights. But it wasn't until World War I and II that military dogs began playing specialized roles on a global scale. During WW, dogs carried messages through dangerous trenches, pulled supply carts, and warned soldiers of incoming gas attacks. In 1E2, dogs were trained to detect mines, act as sentries, and even parachute with troops behind enemy lines. The US, Germany, and the Soviet Union heavily relied on dogs to do what no human or machine could at the time: sense danger before it arrived. But military dogs aren't chosen randomly. They're selected for their intelligence, obedience, stamina, and sharp senses. The most common breeds: Belgian Malinois, German Shepherds, and Labrador Retrievers. Each has unique strengths. Malinois are agile and fearless, German Shepherds are incredibly smart, and Labs excel in detection work thanks to their powerful noses. Training begins early. Pups undergo socialization, obstacle courses, and obedience drills. As they grow, they're introduced to specific roles. Some become attack dogs, others specialize in detection, tracking, or search and rescue. For detection, dogs are trained to sniff out explosives, narcotics, or weapons. Their noses are so sensitive, they can detect a single drop of a chemical in an Olympic-sized pool. That's why dogs are often the first line of defense at military checkpoints or before an operation. In combat zones, dogs often serve as sentries, alerting soldiers to approaching threats like enemy troops, ambushes, or booby traps. They can silently point out dangers long before a human would notice. Then there are the Special Forces dogs, the elite of the elite. These canines are trained to rappel from helicopters, detect tripwires, enter buildings ahead of soldiers, and even take down armed targets on command. They wear body armor, night vision goggles, and sometimes carry cameras on their backs so their handlers can see in real time what's ahead. One famous example? Cairo, the Belgian Malinois, who accompanied SEAL Team 6 during the raid on Osama bin Laden's compound. Cairo helped secure the perimeter, detect explosives, and ensure the team wasn't walking into a trap. That single mission showed the world just how vital a trained military dog can be. But the bond between a dog and its handler is where the real power lies. These dogs aren't just tools, they're partners. Handlers train, eat, sleep, and deploy with their dogs. They learn to read each other's cues instinctively. In many cases, a dog has saved its handler's life, and vice versa. And when their service ends, many military dogs are adopted by their handlers. In fact, the US passed legislation to ensure that retiring dogs are given a chance at a peaceful life with those who know them best. Today, as warfare evolves, so does the role of military dogs. They're now being trained to detect digital storage devices for cybercrime investigations. Others are working alongside bomb squads, search and rescue teams, and counter-terrorism units. In a world filled with advanced weapons, drones, and AI systems, there's something incredibly human and timeless about the role of a dog in battle. Loyal, fearless, and precise, these four-legged soldiers are still saving lives in ways no machine can replicate. So the next time you see a military dog in action, remember, they're not just working. They're serving, protecting, and making history with every step they take.